spill out the bad spirits. Okay, hi guys, it's Keely and I'm back this week with what was requested crystal haul. I put something up on my blog Instagram if you guys saw, and I got some new crystals over the weekend, I believe. Yeah, it was the weekend. And I posted a picture and I was like, would you guys rather me do a blog post or a video on a haul of my new crystals? And everyone said a video. So now I love doing little voting polls on Instagram, and I will definitely be doing more. It is Tuesday. I don't have any class on Tuesdays. It's really nice today. I just slept in a little bit, like I got up around 9. I read, I had my coffee, I had my breakfast. I showered, I got ready for the day. I did a little bit of meditation. I've been listening to some podcasts today, did some cleaning up. Have already done my homework that's due for tomorrow. So otherwise I have some more like personal tasks I need to get done, but I'm gonna go to yoga tonight. I had a salad for lunch. I'm here with my ginger kombucha. We are thriving on Tuesdays and every day, but especially Tuesdays. Let's just get right into the haul. It's Spellbound Sky, like in Silver Lake near Echo Park. We walk in and oh my god, it's so beautiful inside the store. They have crystals of all sizes, colors, powers, everything on different tables all over the walls. They have candles, they have books, sage, all those other like materials. It was so fun, and everybody was really nice there. I felt kind of nervous at first because I was like, oh my god, what if I start talking about crystals and like get all my stuff wrong and seem really stupid. But everybody was very like lighthearted. I mean, exactly what you'd expect in kind of a crystal shop. I wanted to pick up a little rose quartz stone. If we're meditating, I wanted, you know, something a bit softer to hold. All of my crystals are more rough. What's the word? I forget what it's called. There's like tumbled, and then there's, I don't remember the terms right now, but it's fine. Just to have a stone for the atmosphere of the room too. So I picked up that, and this was $5 too. The other great thing about the store was that it wasn't like overpriced. Like, I think it's sad when I go on like Instagram and see like crystal shops and they have kind of like overpriced their crystals because crystals are kind of having like a moment on the market. You could say they're pretty trendy at the moment. I would say that yes, I picked up my passion of learning about crystals and all that because it was something that was shown to me through the media, but because that is influencing a ton of people, it's kind of like sad to see people overprice crystals because it's a trend right now, and really they should be like accessible to everyone because they're like there for self-care and self-discovery and not like they shouldn't be like expensive fine jewelry that's like only to people who can like afford it, you know what I mean? So, but this was literally $5. They had little stones ranging from like $5 to $10 to bracelets were $20, like what you would like normally buy them for. I was like, you know, I'm really looking for something that's going to motivate me and that's going to help me really channel in all my energy and be able to, you know, get all the things done that I really want to. Obviously with school I have like a lot of things on my plate every day, but also just like for this year I have so many goals and I want to make sure that I am really positively motivated to get those things done. And he was like, let me show you Pyrite. And so Pyrite is this bracelet that I have here. It's kind of like a silvery gunmetal color. I did get it in bracelet form. It does have one like silver bead. I don't know like what that is, but this bracelet was $20. And it says manifestation, action, confidence, creativity, vitality, and a can-do attitude. So this is like, that's exactly what I was looking for in stone. They literally just like put that in a tag all together for me, and I was like, cool, I'll take it. Like, that's what I want. I've been wearing this the past couple days, and this is like 100% everything it says it is. Like, I don't know if it's because like I could try and be like, oh, it's just because it's like a new semester, blah blah blah, but like comparing how I've felt the last couple days wearing this and being able to check off everything on my checklist, like everything I write in my planner, I check that off. I've done so much more in each and every day than I have like in the last couple months. The end of last semester when I was so busy and all over the place, like I just didn't have time for any extra energy that wasn't 100% necessary because like a final was the next day or something, you know. I have felt so motivated and just being able to use all of my energy, and you know, I'm tired at the end of the day, but it's because like I did everything I wanted to that day. And yes, I've just really been happy wearing Pyrite. I would really recommend it to someone who's feeling unmotivated and unable to muster up all the energy they really need to do all the things they want. Somebody who needs more confidence, who wants to be more creative, like exactly what the tag said. Like, this surprisingly has given me such power. Like, I really notice it. Other crystal that I got was also recommended to me by them. So they recommended me the Pyrite, and then they recommended me this Selenite, I believe is how you pronounce it. I literally could not pronounce it when I was in the store, and I was like, I sound so stupid. That's like Selenite. Like, obviously no, it's not Selena Gomez. This, so it is a white crystal. It's really similar to clear quartz, but it's a bit more of like a foggy, like it's not as iridescent, and it's in tower form. This is $10, so I was like, perfect. So like, this, again, good prices. And I was recommended this because I asked, you know, I have trouble finding ways to cleanse and charge my bracelets when I'm in a dorm room and I don't have plants. My plants died over winter break. I don't have plants. I can try and wait for a full moon to charge my bracelets, you know, but in between like that one time of the month where there's a full moon, like, what should I do to be cleansing my bracelets? I can't like go leave them outside in a tree. I don't have a whole salt bowl to do, you know, the usual practices that people recommend. And they were like, oh, you need to get selenite. What do I use this for? And they're like, selenite is very similar to clear quartz in a sense where like it itself is a very powerful powerful crystal that can charge other crystals. And the tag says spiritual activation and evolution, communication with your spirit guide, and wands, which a wand is just like the same, like a selenite wand is this, but it's in just kind of like a stick shape, like a longer wand basically. And the wands are used for perfect purification. But the reason I didn't get a wand was like, well, I'm charging my bracelets, and they were like, get this tower and then you can stack your bracelets on it, you know, like so. And so they sit like that, and by doing so it cleanses my bracelets, it charges them, and also because, again, this is such a powerful crystal, with the two other crystals, I have amethyst, clear quartz, I now have rose quartz, I have all my bracelets, all of that on my nightstand. This charges it simply because like they're in the area right around it, so it creates that kind of field. Which, that's super crazy. I didn't know a crystal could do that. And if you don't really know what I'm talking about when I say cleansing and charging crystals, you can check out my other video, my all about crystals guide and like where to start as a beginner checkout process I can explain to you guys. The thing about crystals is that if other people touch them, like if people touch my bracelets, then that's them putting their energy on me. My crystals, which are, you know, supposed to give me good energy. If this person with who's dealing with a lot of negative troubles touches my bracelets, you know, now I have this negative imprint on me. So you know, of course, in a store where they're selling crystals, everybody's touching the crystals, and I was like thinking about it while I was checking out. I was like, what, I have to do something because everyone has touched these crystals. And then they were like, okay, now we'll cleanse these for you. And I was like, oh, perfect. And so what they did in the store is they had Palo Santo, which is Palo Santo. I'm not an expert. It looks like wood. It's a material that you burn, and then when smoke arises, you run the smoke, or you run the bracelets over the smoke, and the smoke from the Palo Santo like cleanses the bracelets. So that's one way. Like I said, there's many ways to cleanse bracelets. That's one of them. So it was so intricate because obviously if he's still touching the bracelet like this while running it through the smoke, then he's still putting his energy on my crystals now that I bought them, you know. And so he had, I can show you this as an example, but he had a Selenite Wand, so it was just like one thin version of this. And so he had it on here. He had the Palo Santo down, so the smoke was rising here, so this is cleansing the crystals. Here's the bracelet, the smoke is cleansing the crystals, so like we're clean, we're good to go. And then he had the box open like this, and he was good to go. Didn't have to touch any of my stuff, like it's clean. So he did that with my bracelet. And then when he placed, you know, the other stuff in the box like this, he continued to use the burning smoke and just ran it over the box. And so then everything that I bought was cleansed. So I thought that was super cool too, that they do that right in front of you to show you like your stuff is truly yours now. So that was, again, like really great. They had great customer service too. Like that was really cool for them to be able to explain the process to me and not assume that I would know it or that I wouldn't. And yeah, so the last thing I bought, different than crystals, is one of their candles. And so they apparently are known, like I said, I'm a new-time customer, so I don't know what their like best sellers are, but they're apparently known for their candles too. And they all look like this. This is their logo on the front, and they have different colored ones because they're all for different energies. And I was saying like, okay, well, I live in a dorm room. Obviously college is very stressful, and because I'm living out of my college, you know, sometimes it can come back with me. It can come back with me to my room, and I want my room, for not only me but my roommate, to be like a positive space, like a safe space, you know. Those negative energies, those negative feelings and things that we dealt with during the day, I don't want them in here. Like, this needs to be a place of relaxation. Like, I've got all the crystals in here too, like we just need to top it off. And he was like, okay, you should get one of our negative cleansing candles. And it was $10, so it wasn't like I was paying for like a huge service or anything. But in the crystal there were like some herbs, like leaf stuff at the top. I don't know specifically what those were. There was a black crystal at the top. It was probably black obsidian or something. Absorbed negative energy, so that makes sense as to why it was in here. They just have like a lot of natural ingredients. It's not like a Bath and Body Works candle. And then essential oils and all of that. So normally they'd recommend that you burn this for like 3 days straight without letting it out, and I was like, okay, well, like I leave the room very often. I can't do that. Like I got to be able to like cover it, and then I can light it again later. And he was like, okay, so then the process will be that when I light the candle, make sure to leave all of the crystal and stuff in there. It's not like a gift with purchase thing, like it needs to stay in there. And then I write my affirmations of what negative energies I want removed from my area, and to be super specific on them. And then with the paper, I fold it up, and then normally if I were to leave the candle running for like, you know, the 3 days or whatever, then I would burn the paper in the candle, and then that's why you would continue to let it, the candle burn until it's all the way out. And if you are going to follow that process, if you live like in an apartment or something else, he said that it's totally fine to put it in like a sink or a shower or somewhere of a safer environment. It doesn't have to be in a super specific spot of your place. But because I'm not doing that route, I put the paper underneath the candle and I let it sit on top every time the candle burns. And so that way it's kind of staying at the root, and my affirmations are absorbed into the candle along with the negative energy in, you know, my space and the path that I take outside my room too. They were very serious on the fact that when I throw this away, don't keep the stone that's in here, don't keep the glass, nothing. I need to throw it away in a trash can, like off, like out of my room, like the large trash can out there that will go to the dump. Like like they were just saying, don't keep it in your space because that's gonna have like all that negative energy in there. Don't save that. Like, don't harbor negative energy any longer than you need to, and just chuck it. Like, just let it go. Anybody who wants to go and is in that area, I would recommend going to Spellbound Sky. Don't let it intimidate you at all when you go. Everyone is super nice and super kind and willing to teach you anything you want to learn. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm super happy I got to film this video for you guys. I got to go to that store and talk with them. And I think everything that I bought together, I got 4 things: the bracelet, the candle, selenite, and rose quartz, and that was all $45. So for me, that's a pretty good bargain. Like, yeah, I will talk to you guys later. If you have any questions on anything I bought or anything on crystals in general, just go ahead and leave them in the comments below, or you can always email me. My email is on my blog, Instagram. It's at @withlovekeely, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.